It's fine. What's up, y'all? Welcome to episode. What's this? 4?
I believe it's 5.
5 of Combat Talk. It's 4th of July special Combat Talk. We're keeping the theme going.
Episode 6.
Oh, episode 6. Nice.
Yeah.
Look at that. Half a dozen. So.
Let's start off with the boxing.
Yeah.
You know, Tevin Farmer, Kid Austin.
Mm-hmm.
It was a for what it was around. It was good. I don't think Tevin had been stopped before.
Yeah.
You know, I sent you the little clip of the fucking fight. It was pretty much an Instagram reel.
Yeah. No, I saw it, man. That was good. Again, for Jake Paul undercard fight, it was good. You know, good for Kid Austin.
Yeah,
I wonder how many. You know how you said once that Bam was talking about how like he would never fight in a Canelo undercard again because people only showed up for the Jake Paul fight.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, for the Canelo fight.
Yeah.
I wonder if it kind of goes the same for these Jake Paul fights.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, it's kind of cool. Like we mentioned last time, it was kind of cool how like Kid Austin being on there, Zurdo being on there.
Yeah.
Like these are like. If you know, you know, right? Like in the boxing world, like you know, these guys are not the most famous, but
yeah,
you know, they've had a decent career, or Kid Austin's starting to take off too. You know, Zurdo's been at it for a while, so I wonder if they get new eyes, or how many new eyes.
I think so, especially like a win, like how Kid Austin did. I think so.
So it's like you got to put on a show, take the best,
like
the best advantage.
Steal the show.
Yeah, make highlight reels for yourself.
Instagram reels in that case.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I saw the clip. It was fucking brutal.
Yeah, man. Because I don't think Tevin has been stopped before.
No,
he's been dropped, but never stopped. He did what Zepeda couldn't do in 24 rounds. So, I guess
that last time the ref let him up.
Yeah.
That shit was fucked. Like, he grabbed his... You know how they grab the gloves, like, their arms, and they shake them to see if they're there? He, like, grabbed the arms, but he didn't really, like, shake them. He was just like, okay, go.
Yeah.
He was like, damn.
He had it over around the half.
Nah, he had a parlay for a knockout.
First round
knockout. That payout probably was crazy. He's like, bruh, knock this dude out. But, yeah, that was bad.
They said that, they let a spirit, like, you know how Mike Tyson said that it wasn't him fighting?
Mm-hmm.
That's what they say with Kid Austin. Him and his dad were talking about it.
Okay.
Yeah, it was kind of weird. I was like, whoa, that's a weird thing to publicly say.
Yeah.
He was like, man, it's not me in there. That's why he gets, like, after the fight, he gets so emotional, this, and this. Because it's not Floyd fighting in there.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's a little...
It's weird when people say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said it's an ancient spirit, and I'm like, okay.
Oh, shit. Fucking doing witchcraft in there.
Yeah, black magic.
Yeah.
And then what made it a little weirder, he was like...
Was that a racial thing?
No. Okay. They say Herrera does black magic.
Yeah. You already said that.
His coach is he's a Freemason.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I saw a video of him behind Freemason shit. I'm like, whoa.
That don't mean nothing anymore. But, Sword of the Fight. What do you think of Sword of the Fight?
I just watched a round. Oh, and then he was like, the Jesus book. And I'm like, what the fuck? You could have just said the Bible. You ain't... That's such a weird way to say it.
Shit.
The Jesus book. Anyways.
The Sword of the Fight was boring, kind of. Yeah. It was weird, man. He just seemed like he couldn't turn up, even when like he was doing something.
Yeah.
I was telling you, he looked slower than usual. I know Zurdo isn't necessarily known for speed or anything, but very like short combos and it's really slow. It was weird. I mean, the dude didn't know. The other dude, the dude would answer back. Just there's levels to it.
I mean, also it's probably like an injury that's lingering or whatever.
Zurdo, yeah.
Yeah, these fighters have their fucking... Maybe broke his hand or some shit. I don't know. Again.
We'll see. I mean, but...
It happens, though, so...
Yeah, but good for him for being that co-main. I mean, who knows? Maybe
Fight Jake Paul.
Jake Paul. I mean, that's been in the talks now. Jake Paul is ranked 14th now.
Yeah, by the WBA, and I think that's Zurdo's belt.
Yeah.
So they might think he got to, but fuck no.
You think if that happens and Jake Paul wins, like,
what can you say?
Right. I mean, people are gonna say it was rigged.
Yeah, people at work, they're talking about because they were like, "Oh, Jake Paul's fighting." And they're like, "Man, that Mike Tyson fight was rigged." I'm like, "No, it's not. He was just 60 years old."
Yeah.
And I don't know how you think a 60-year-old man's gonna beat up a 20, 30-year-old. Like, it doesn't matter who he is. Like, your body's not the same. It's not. You probably don't hit the same. Your footwork isn't there. Your chin isn't there. Like, really, if anything, if there was a contract or quote unquote rigged, it was probably in favor for Mike.
Yeah, to not get too damaged.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. When that fight happened, I was like, this is gonna be bad. I mean, I remember I was playing it, but man, I didn't even want to watch it. I mean, I don't think I finished the fight either. It was just.
I just saw his butt cheeks and that was it.
That's funny. Yeah, I mean that's the whole thing. They keep saying like it's rigged, but I think Jake Paul could only do two as like depending what the other fighter came to do.
Yeah.
Like I think same thing with like even if there was nothing like on paper right to protect even like Mike Tyson.
Mm-hmm. I think he'd still do it like I don't think Jake's a fucking piece of shit like that.
Right. Like that I think also like let's say he is a piece of shit, right?
Yeah.
But like I feel like it would have hurt his stock more to fucking knock out
an old man.
Yeah, like how do you celebrate that? You know?
Yeah.
You can't. So it's like do I just put on like a spectacle and he was sticking out his tongue and make it seem like having fun and blah blah blah. And
yeah.
What the fuck are you doing?
My bad.
But I mean that brings us into the main event, even with your favorite fighter, Chavez Jr. He same shit. He was just there to get a check, man. I mean, probably the best check he's got in his whole life.
Easiest.
Yeah. I mean,
I think if he would have turned it up like those last two rounds, like from like round 4 and up, I think he would have fucking beat him. Just because I think Jake Paul don't do well under pressure. Like, you could see that. He doesn't... like, for how long he's been doing boxing, the no amateur experience, he's done pretty good. But there's like that... Being able to fight inside is not like you learn it over camp. There's tricks to it, like holding hands or whatever, like moving someone's shoulder or whatever.
Then also just instinct.
Yeah.
The other thing I realized, too, is I wondered... He's been so used to being, like... the biggest guy when he fights somebody else that he's always on his front foot and like the moment I don't know if you saw but the moment that he had to like fight on his back foot a little bit he would bring his legs so close together he would just stand up straight up like he doesn't know how to fight on a back foot he doesn't know how to fight backwards or how to even like do anything off that back foot whether that be like a check hook to pivot out or changing an angle or doing something like his way of resetting was he would just step straight back, bring his feet together, and try to like get out of range and reset.
Yeah.
Which, if you're talking about these higher level fighters, like you can't do that. Like you bring your feet in and pausing for that second to try to reset, you're gonna get
your ass is gonna be on the floor.
Yeah. So, but I think also Chavez was just there to get a check, like I just said too. They're just there to get checks. I don't think none of this shit is rigged. I think it's just they know it's an easy thing. Yeah. They know that. Like, okay, Chavez wins, right?
Yeah.
What happens?
Right.
Who does he fight after? What does he do after? He doesn't want to fight again. So he's like, let me just go get a quick check.
Good money.
Yeah, and that's it. Like I think Chavez just, to your point, like, yeah, he could have been more aggressive, but it's like he didn't want to get tired and he didn't want to get, like, hurt.
Yeah.
He didn't want to get hit. I mean, because at the end of the day, fucking Jake Paul's a big-ass dude, like him or not. He's got power. Just from being so massive. So it's like you can still get knocked out by him. So why risk it? And then just get my check. He's got enough CTE and brain damage between boxing and drugs. So why risk it? So I think that's why we got that type of main event. I also hate that people like a Jake Paul event happens, and I can hear the whole thing.
Oh, my bad.
A Jake Paul thing happens. People watch the fight, and it's like they're always complaining about it.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what you expect from these fights.
Mm-hmm.
Like, look who he's fighting. Look at the build-up. Look at his gimmicks. Like, do you really expect like a banger fight?
Yeah.
I mean,
maybe a co-main or like one of the undercard fights is gonna probably be pretty good, but no.
Yeah, no, and yeah. So, but again, I think you can only put on the fight. Like it has to go both ways.
Yeah.
Like, we've seen it a lot this year, where if another fighter doesn't come to fight and he just comes to collect a check, like no matter who, even if you get a high level person, like we saw it with with Canelo.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the highest level boxers, and if the other guy doesn't come to fight, like it's not going to be a fight. And I think Jake Paul, like same thing, he can't put on a good fight if the other guy's just. That's why, like, even that Nate Diaz fight was so entertaining with him because Nate's a goofball and
he don't give a fuck.
He threw a gilly.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's like at least he came in there have a good time, put on a spectacle, blah blah blah. But I don't know. Let's see. Jake Paul's been calling out everybody.
Yeah.
I think that sort of the fight might happen.
Yeah, and then Zurdo would just fucking. That's gonna be the last fight of Jake's career.
Who knows, man? I think he might go back to fighting. Even if he does fight that, I think he's got a couple more fights in him.
Or he could win like one of those bullshit bouts.
Yeah. Or again, he just fights a big name. There's plenty of MMA people that want to fight him. Why not?
Rampage.
Yeah. But yeah, there's plenty of MMA fighters that want to fight him. A lot of like, not YouTubers, but like social media people that would fight him. So I think he's got a couple big fights left.
Yeah. Because eventually, I guess the biggest fight would have been like the KSI fight, but I just don't think he's on his level.
KSI on, yeah. It's
much as I like JJ.
Yeah, it's weird, man. But boring fight as expected.
Yeah.
I don't know why people expect anything less. Just hard to talk about it too, because it's just like,
yeah,
it's just Jake Paul fighting, And like I given Jake Paul his flowers where it's due.
Yeah.
About like training and putting in the work, and then like you mentioned too, the women's boxing, what he's done for women's boxing, and then his promotion and all the stuff that he's doing, and then like it or not, I was listening. I forgot who was talking about it, but they were talking about like people might disagree. And again, I'm not a Jake Paul fan, but I think he did put like this certain fire under like the boxing world's butt.
Yeah.
To like make
good fights.
Yeah, and like put on more of a spectacle. Like sometimes these build up to these fights, like we've said before, like it's very hit or miss. Like you might have a crazy build up, like what we saw with when like Fury and Usyk, like those type of build ups, right? Or Bivol and Beterbiev, like those type of build ups, right? Like the marketing, the commercials, the all the little like cut like movie, almost like movie production things that they made, or sometimes you didn't even know a fight was happening, and it's a big ass name sometimes, So I don't think he fully did it, but I think he definitely like made some of these organizations think like, man, like we can't just sell bullshit fights anymore. Like we can't just put up a big name and let the name sell it. Like we have to put like production and stuff behind it. And now that's why we see like a lot of things are going to Netflix. We got Canelo coming to Netflix.
Yeah, ESPN probably, or UFC.
Yeah.
What else? Maybe Top Rank. I know Top Rank's their contract is up, and I don't know where they're going, but
so
they're going somewhere.
I think that's how I see it. I don't think he specifically did it, but I think the boxing world was definitely like, yo, we gotta put on shows. We can't just.
Or they might go to Prime, because I know in Japan, A lot of boxing fights are streamed on Prime.
Prime.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's that. I think Canelo had 2 fights on Prime.
Yeah.
His 2 last fights, I
That's
think.
PBC.
So I don't know. I think that'll make it interesting. I think too.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna see a change with like the pay-per-view
Yeah.
structure of stuff. With all these streaming services, we might see a difference on pay-per-views. So I think that'll be interesting, especially because pay-per-views being fucking $90 is stupid. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I think Jake Paul has helped with all that process, but as a real boxer, I mean, he's still.
Yeah.
I think he's at a crossroad where it'd be crazy. Imagine he beats Zurdo.
Yeah. What can you say?
Yeah. I mean, like I said, people are gonna say it's rigged, but still.
Yeah. There's nothing going on. There's a fight across the pond in the UK. Don't really care.
Yeah.
But other than that, this month is pretty stacked. I guess it's just this week of 4th of July or whatever that it's kind of eh. But after this is pretty good. July 11th, there's Taylor and Toronto 3, which sold out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's going to be on Netflix.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. And the following day in New York still, Zepeda, Stevenson, Berlanga, Shiraz. And then that following week after that, you have the bunch of fights. You have Usyk, Dubois, and then you have the PBC card that's headlined by Mario Barrios, Pacquiao,
Jesus.
the co-main, Fundora, Tim Tszyu, and then you got Cruz and Fierro too, which was honestly
You mentioned your boy, Bam?
Not yet, and that was a barn burner. That first fight with Cruz and Fierro.
Yeah.
He switched trainers. He's with Robert Garcia.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And then
that's your boy.
And then you got that fucking following week, Bam and Kafu and Frisco, Texas, Dallas. And then you got Xander Zayas fighting for his first world title. And Shushu Carrington fighting as well.
Damn, that's all the same day.
Oh, shit, what the fuck?
Yeah, Bam, Pacquiao, and Barrios, Fundora, and Tim Tszyu. That's all the same day.
And then the UFC is Max and Dustin that same day.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn. Well, I know what I'm going to be doing.
Yeah.
July 19th. Be posted up at a bar watching all these fights. Oh, your favorite fighter's fighting too.
Bam?
No.
Oh.
Clarissa Shields?
Shut the fuck up. I saw that. They're fighting in Detroit.
A heavyweight. I think UFC should have a heavyweight division for women. Just fucking big old fucking tortas in there swinging. That'd be fire.
First fight, they make us put on wigs.
Oh, shit. Because what's heavyweight for women? Like 170 something?
Something like that. 180 maybe.
Yeah, so that's funny. Yeah.
It's a pretty good month for July.
For boxing, yeah.
It's a real great month, I think. And then for UFC, you just have the Max and Dustin. Dustin on his
Oh, your boy's back on that card. Paulo Costa.
Oh yeah. That card's kind of.
That's if he doesn't pull out again.
That card's kind of
Yeah.
There's no one really.
I'm not familiar with the co-main.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing, man. Look who they got on the co-main. Like, what the fuck?
Paulo Costa and Roman Kopylov. That's a good one. Michael Johnson is back versus Daniel Zild. Oh, versus that kid? Mm-hmm. That kid's good. Oh, Marvin Vittori's back.
Yeah.
So.
And then there won't be a pay-per-view until August.
Oh, Ikram is back too.
Damn. Yeah, there's nothing. UFC's a little dull this month.
Well, there's Robert Whittaker at the end of the month.
DDR.
Versus RDR. Mavsar.
He's coming off a big win in Bo Nickel.
Yeah. And Robert Whittaker is coming back from getting his face destroyed.
That was bad. Sara's fighting. I thought he wasn't going to fight no more.
Oh, the pirate.
Oh, Giannis fighting? What the fuck? Bryce Mitchell's fighting? Huh. Why the fuck they have him so low, though?
Who? Bryce?
Yeah.
Or Peter?
Both.
Bryce, I understand it. He's on a fucking, like, 4
Yeah.
lose streak, plus this dude is praising, Bro.
Now it fell, so I can't pick it up no more.
Jesus Christ. Peter Yan being down there is a little disrespectful.
Yeah.
But also look who he's fighting. Marcus McGee. No disrespect, but, it's not the biggest name. It's kind of crazy that they got Peter Yan in there.
I thought he was going to be higher. And then...
So, that's, interesting week. But, I guess we'll get more into that later on. But, it's fucking address the elephant in the room.
Oh, I bought a new shirt.
What's the shirt?
I don't know, man. I was just trying to avoid the... Should we...
What?
The fight week this week, or do we talk about...
I guess. I just want to finish the weekend, and then we can finish off with fight night. Also this weekend, UFC 317. And let's start all the way from the bottom.
From the prelims?
Yeah, man, because I don't want to fucking relive.
Tracy.
But, yeah, your girl Tracy came back. She looked good.
I know. She always does. What are you talking about?
Anyways, she looked real good. Wrestling looked on point.
You were training that.
All right, man. Striking looked decent. She can't get to a finish to save her life, though.
She can get a finish.
All right, buddy. You're a fucking creep.
My fault.
Terrence McKinney won, too. You never know what you get with him.
Yeah.
I think he won by
submission.
Yeah, I think it was a guillotine or something. I didn't watch it, but maybe from clips. I think I remember being. But you saw that Tracy and that girl she was fighting. The girl was saying that Tracy had like oil in her gloves.
She's just being a hater.
First, she was complaining because like a lot of fighters do it. It's a little dirty, but hey, if it's legal, go for it. She would like shove her hand like
I've seen that
in her
before,
face and like cover their mouth. So they're having a hard time breathing. You might as well do that, make it a little harder. She was complaining about that, and then she was saying that Tracy had like oil on her hand. But then, let's say she did, how would that help Tracy? If anything,
it's gonna help her. Not help her.
It's gonna hurt her,
especially with the grappling.
Exactly. So that was that. Oh, you saw that
RoboCop?
You saw that Jose Delgado knockout? 26 seconds into the first round? That shit was fucking crazy.
Man, and then you got RoboCop again.
RoboCop coming back. And then your boy, Peyton Talbot, he's back on the winning column.
Not my boy.
I know you really supported him coming up. And you loved him on the video.
Oh.
So he's back on the winning column. His at first his takedown defense wasn't the first round. I thought it was gonna be a repeat of that last fight, but he ended up kind of, I don't know if the other guy got tired or whatever, but
him and Frank Ocean have been working on some stuff.
But Talbot was able to find some scrambles, get up, actually take control of the ground sometimes, land some good ground and pound. Yeah, he looked okay. People just gotta remember, that's his third fight in the UFC.
Yeah.
I know he had a big hype train coming in, but hey,
what you gonna do?
Yeah, it's only his third fight. I think people gotta cut him some slack sometimes.
Yeah.
I think they just like to go at him because
he's,
I guess, he said, I don't know.
I think he's bisexual.
Yeah, I think just people want to go at him because of what he's got going on with Frank Ocean and all that stuff.
Tell him to drop music,
But yeah, glad for Talbot. Back, he's up there.
Back in the win column.
Next, we got
Moicano, your boy.
Yeah, Money Moicano let us down. I wanted Moicano to win just because I like Moicano and I listen to his podcast a lot, but I kind of had a feeling Beneil was going to win. I just feel like they count him out so much, but his resume is fucking solid.
He had been on like a 12-fight winning streak before Charles.
And his last losses are Charles and Armand.
Yeah, those are the two guys.
The two top guys,
Yeah.
you know? So it's like, do you really, like, I don't know. And Moicano, I don't know. Moicano's resume, I don't think is as impressive as Benil's. And Moicano got on that
little win streak.
On that little win streak, and his biggest win versus
Julian Turner.
No,
wasn't.
I think his biggest recent win was with what's his name, Saint Denis.
Oh yeah.
I mean that knockout. What was it? Doctor stoppage. But after mauling him like that, I think got him a lot of hype. But that Jalen Turner fight was I think was kind of like viral because
he got dropped.
Yeah, Jalen Turner's IQ went to 0. You know, trying to do a walk off knockout.
I mean, I get it. It was UFC 300.
Yeah, but whatever. But hey, yeah, I've always liked Beneil. I don't know why they're always kind of shitting on him. Like I said, his last 2 losses are to the top 2 guys. So I don't think you can count him out. I think he has a better resume than Moicano, but Moicano's such a personable guy and so funny and so entertaining that I have my money on him. But hey, you live and you learn. Let's see what's next. It's kind of weird for Beneil, man.
Yeah,
like what's next for him?
You're up there in age. You got like you can't really go on another run. I mean, you can, but it's like
but it's like you lost to Armand and Charles. Yeah. So it's like, who do you fight next? You know, you can't fight one of those 2 guys again.
Paddy Pimblett.
Yeah,
but they say him and Justin.
Yeah. So, and then after that, you have probably
the fight of the year.
The fight of the year: Brandon Royval versus Joshua Van.
Raw dog.
Yeah, fucking, they went ham
for 3 rounds.
I thought Royval, I don't know. It was a good fight. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. Very enjoyable to watch. Mm-hmm. I think Royval should have used his experience a little more.
Yeah.
Should have mixed it up a little more.
Yeah, should have fucking taken him down.
Because Royval has good ground game.
Yeah.
You know, he's got decent jiu-jitsu, decent scrambling, decent wrestling. I mean, he's well-rounded. Not the best on the ground, but he's well-rounded. He can move his way.
He's been in there with the best.
Yeah. And then Joshua Van, I mean, I haven't seen his ground game too much. I mean,
I think he got taken down a couple of times the last fight.
Yeah, and I think it's just about
one of those.
Like I mentioned before, I think it's just about mixing it up and keeping them guessing. You know, trying to mix it in like that. And I'm surprised Royval didn't. I guess he just got sometimes, man, that adrenaline. I mean, it happens to everybody, even when it comes sometimes to sparring, right? You got that adrenaline. You feel like you both are landing. That adrenaline takes over, and you just want to, you know, put on a show sometimes. And I think that's what happened with Royval. But I think at that stage, especially how important this fight was for that weight class, because whoever won was getting
the title shot.
So I think you got to use your full experience and your full options here.
And then it was a pretty close fight. The judges could have had it either way, either, you know, 2 or 1-1 each, 2-0 maybe Van. You never know, right?
Yeah, but that last round I think solidified it.
I think that gave him, especially the knockdown.
Yeah.
Boom.
I think too, like, it was close, but like damage wise, Royval looked a lot more damaged than Royval.
Especially the power, Van.
Than Van. So I think they're saying that they're trying to judge. You saw that they want to change stuff up with the training for judges and worry more about like damage and try to take away from like ground control and holding them against cages and stuff like that.
Yeah, but I didn't see that.
I wonder how that even works. I mean, that's above my pay grade to think about. But like, how do you really? I sometimes it's noticeable, the damage. But it's like when you have fights like the infamous fight with Mario Batista and what's his name, and Aldo.
Yeah,
which is being held on the cage. How do you judge?
Yeah.
Damage on that fight when not a lot of damage was put in. So, but
I guess whoever has the better positioning. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. But next co-main event, I think that was a great co-main event. I think Pantoja. I feel bad for Pantoja, man.
Why?
Because I feel like he doesn't get the respect that he deserves.
Yeah, this motherfucker's been on a. He's what? I don't know what. I wonder what he's on the pound for pound,
I mean, to me, he should almost be up there with number one.
which is Ilya now.
Yeah,
And
but
I think he's done more. He's defended the title more. He's beat the guys at that division. Like
yeah, imagine. I mean, I don't know the statistic, but it's probably gotta be insane. How many of the top 10 guys has he beat?
all of them, pretty much.
And on top of that, multiple times.
Yeah.
He's beat Moreno multiple times. He's beat
Royval.
Royval multiple times.
Yeah.
He fought Kai in the Contender Series, I believe, too.
Yeah.
Beat him there too. So it's like, not only has he beat a whole bunch of people in the top 10, but he's beat them badly, and he's beat them multiple times. So how does that not launch you more up in that pound for pound? In my opinion, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know.
And then Kai Car France didn't have nothing for. It looked like I don't know, man. He didn't know what to do with the takedowns.
Oh, you saw that that Pantoja had staph infection.
Really? Oh shit.
So that kind of explains, because I wondered why he was working his ground game so much. Because Pantoja likes to fucking strike. He likes to, even though he's got great ground game, he likes to strike. We saw it last time with the Japanese dude that he fought. He could have taken him down a lot more. He could have worked his ground game more, but he wanted to strike there. He took some unnecessary damage. But he likes those wars.
Yeah.
But I think that's why he was working that ground game more. Maybe he was not feeling 100%. And yeah, Kai didn't have nothing down there. He looked very lost. I mean, it's funny, right? Who are we to say, right? But
yeah,
he looked a little lost on the ground. Like, just the way that, like, I get, again, Pantoja's ground game is like next level. But just the way that he could get that body triangle in like nothing. Like they were drilling, like they were drilling body triangles. Kai Kara France didn't fight the arm. He didn't fight the legs at all. He kind of just gave up position. He just gave up his back. And even the way that choke went in, like, he didn't fight the hands or nothing at all. He kind of just was squirming around. Didn't know how to transition on anything. So takedown wasn't there. No level of takedown defense. I think he blocked one takedown defense, I think, in the whole fight.
Yeah.
So levels to it, man. But I think Pantoja doesn't get the respect he gets. I mean,
no, he didn't get 0. He didn't stuff 1.
Oh, really? Only there, man. How many takedowns did he get?
He got 6.
6 takedowns. And every takedown he was damaging and looking for a submission in every single one of those takedowns. I'm telling you, man, I feel like Pantoja doesn't get the
credit.
The credit. Hold on, let me see something real quick. Before we get to the last. But all right, pound for pound. Where's Pantoja on here? He's 5. 5 over. This was over him. Listen to this.
Yeah.
Dricus is 4. Marab is 3. Islam is 2. Ilya is 1.
Yeah.
I know I've been known as an Ilya hater, but I think Ilya being number 1 is a little crazy. Yeah. Over Islam, over Marab. And I think even over Pantoja. I think Ilya being over Pantoja is a little crazy.
Yeah.
I still think pound for pound, resume wise, and how long he's been up there, Islam, should still be number 1. But I mean, he's had a hard time. I mean, his last fight with Moicano, and then he hasn't been able to prove himself as much as he's want to, maybe. But still, Marab's been on a great run. I think Marab should be number 2. I personally would put Pantoja at 3. What about you?
I think about there, maybe 2.
Yeah. I'll barely put Marab over him just because, same thing, Marab's cleared out that division with no problem. And I think also that bantamweight division is a little harder than the flyweight division. That's the only reason I'll put Marab over him. Same thing with Islam. I think the division that he used to be in was a little harder than than flyweight, but I don't think Dricus is above Pantoja.
No, absolutely not.
And I don't think Gilly is either.
Mm-mm.
So I don't think Pantoja gets the respect that he deserves. I think he's one of the best MMA artists. But hey, that's flyweight for you.
Yeah.
And the main event, the fucking
AI generated fight.
Yeah, the heartbreaking thing, man. I was fucking crying in the club, man. Fucking.
God damn it.
I'm not gonna talk about what happened. We're biased in this.
100%.
In this.
If Ilya was here, bro, we'd jump him.
I don't know about we.
What you mean?
You got him, big bro.
I'd get him out.
I go get the gun, man.
Yeah, I'll distract him.
But yeah, I'll go get the gun. You distract them. Just last like, you can take a hook, right?
Yeah.
just take at least. Don't go down on the first hook.
I won't.
You know, the first hook at least I can grab it.
Mm-hmm.
On the second hook, if you go down on that one, I at least cock the gun at this point. You know, I'm ready to fight.
And he has nowhere to go.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
I'm gonna say I got you right.
And by the time you fall, you're out the way because I don't want you to be like.
Yeah.
What if the bullet goes through him and it goes into you?
Mm-hmm.
So I think it works out if you go down on the second hook.
Knowing me, bro, I got 3 in me.
Oh shit! He hit you with a body and then double hook to the head.
Bro, I'm telling you, he throws the same combination when someone's on the cage.
But I mean, we
Fuck
saw what happened, man. I mean, we're Charles fans over here.
We're haters too.
And we're
the little Ilya. German rat. How you gonna be born in Germany? Fucking claim your hoods, Georgia and Spain. Like, bro, make it make sense. Choose one. And choose a struggle.
Your name is El Matador, so you're leaning into the Spain.
Yeah.
Thing, but then you're repping Georgia all the time.
Yeah.
I feel like he reps Georgia more than Spain.
Yeah.
But then his whole gimmick is
being Spanish, yeah.
Drinking wine and shit. But yeah, man. I mean, heartbreaking for a lot of. I just don't know how you can hate Charles. I don't think anybody hates Charles realistically. No. If you're into the UFC,
even Topuria was saying it.
Yeah. When he was like, "This guy's too nice."
Yeah.
So, yeah. So heartbreaking, man. I mean, I've never experienced a sports heartbreak. The closest thing was this World Cup when they gave a penalty to who was it? Netherlands versus Mexico, and this could have been the furthest that Mexico made it. Yeah. Everybody saw that it wasn't a penalty. It's been proven that it wasn't a penalty. The guy flopped. Mexico eliminated. That was the closest. And it's still nowhere close to seeing my boy Charles get fucking pulverized like that. But, yeah. Ilya's power obviously transferred up. Yeah, it was rough. What do you think is next for both of them?
Charles.
I want to start with Ilya. I mean, just because he's a champ now, who do you think realistically he's getting? Arman?
Probably.
Yeah.
Not me. Throw me in there, man. I got.
All right, buddy.
I'm bringing a gun in with me.
Yeah, Arman probably. I mean, do you think they'll fight before the end of the year?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Ilya.
This is his first time fighting this year.
Really?
I think so.
I thought the max was this year.
It was October last year. So yeah, it's his first time fighting this year. Arman, I don't know. I don't think he's gonna get the title shot since he's not in Dana's good graces right now.
Yeah, but
I mean, who can he fight?
I'm probably saying I don't think they want to throw Patty up there yet.
No, he's still. I don't know what Joe Rogan was doing. They're like, Ilya was like, I'm gonna call out someone, who has a hard time. I forgot what he said, but he's like he be backing out of fights, referring to Arman, and then Joe Rogan was like, "You're talking about Patty."
Oh, that's funny.
Imagine how you feel as Patty. I just caught a stray for no reason.
But hey, he went in there, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll tell you what. No matter who Ilya's facing,
he wants that fight.
Yeah.
Because after the Charles fight, he just starts smiling like.
I'm next.
Yeah.
I think we can see Patty again. I think Patty, for his best interest, should get one more like.
They say Justin Gaethje.
Yeah, but I think Patty's only had like 2 or not even, or maybe 3 5-round fights.
Yeah.
I just think that's crucial because you never know. Like, yeah, you can sit here and say that you're gonna knock him out or submit him in the first round or two, but man, once you get to those championship rounds, once you hit that fourth round, and you never really made it to that round, and now you're facing your hardest opponent, and you're in the fourth round, it's gotta be a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? To be like, oh shit, this is my first time here, and I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm tired. Maybe I gassed myself out the first 3 rounds.
Maybe I think he's had 5-round fights in the Cage Warriors.
Yeah, but you're not gonna compare Cage Warriors to the UFC is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I wonder how far he's gone in the how many times he's gone to that 5 rounds. So.
And then Topuria, I hate to say it, but he's very well rounded.
Yeah.
You know, he got past Charles Gard and then he put him in a crucifix. I was like, oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's kind of scary seeing how this motherfucker got power and he could grapple. Like with Connor, it's like, take his ass to the ground, you got it.
Right.
This motherfucker, you're like, you gonna have to, you know. Also, I see when he throwing his jab, he drops his hand a little bit. So if someone really steps to, you know, the fucking right, throw right, boom, he got his ass. Hire me as your coach, I got you, man.
Oh shit. I find it so weird, man, that like I said, Charles playing, it kind of pissed me off. Like, we've seen it both with still not enough success, but we saw that there was some level of success with kicks.
Yeah.
Both from well, when he was that last time he fought at 155, he caught that mean head kick to the fucking face. But also, like I said, Max and Volk's game plan was implementing those kicks. Volk probably did the.
I think Max did.
You think he did the best?
With the obliques and then
But like, there's an effect to it, you know, and it's like, obviously, fucking.
Especially those like, if he would have hit up, you know, they're both Brazilian. Pereira, like, hey, bro, how you throw them little leg kicks?
Right.
Especially throw them like as soon as the boom, a couple.
Yeah.
You're struggling to be on that lead leg.
Right.
And especially with someone like that, you need to sit on your punches to generate the power.
Yeah. You gotta take out his base if you want any type of success.
Yeah.
If you want to take out some, like, all right, fuck it, you know. Like, one thing that I feel that Ilya doesn't get like the praise for is his fucking control of the ring.
Yeah.
The way that's one thing I realized about MMA, like in the UFC, as opposed to like boxing.
Yeah.
I feel like UFC fighters, a lot of them struggle with cutting off the octagon.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of times I see them like following people around. And I'm not fucking a coach here and I don't know everything about MMA, but what I'm saying is I just wonder why that is in MMA. Like, why do people have a harder time closing that distance, cutting them off?
Yeah.
Like, I get it in boxing, like, it's easier to keep them in a corner, right? Because it's only 4 corners. And once you're in a corner, you're in a corner, you know? The octagon's a little different. But at the end of the day, if you get them towards the cage, you know, as we see with Ilya, when you're on the cage, it's a fucking problem.
Yeah.
We saw it with Volk, and we saw it with Max, and then we've seen it plenty of other times on his previous fights.
Yeah.
Ilya does that shit very well. Again, he's a very good boxer, so maybe that's where it comes from.
Yeah.
But I just realized a lot of MMA fighters, they don't do that. Like, it's not there. Like, that science to cut off the ring isn't there. So I wonder why that is. But I think that's what did takes a lot of these fights with Topuria. He takes control of the ring and he cuts people off and he catches them in like this kind of like in the middle of a step is how he catches them a lot of times. Keep them with their head might be high up or they just be a little bit off balance. And when you're a little bit off balance and you don't have your foundation, you know, where like you got, even if let's say you don't block with your guard, but I think people don't realize like having your guard up reinforces your neck and it kind of like activates all those muscles to be able to take that little punch better. And I feel like Ilya finds this little perfect timing where people aren't ready for it. Yeah. And that's when he lands these crazy fucking punches. So yeah, well-rounded, power traveled up to that new weight class. Kind of crazy because he's a small guy for that weight class.
Yeah. Before Ilya fought for the title, I was a fan. I was like, yeah, this motherfucker nice. I had seen the Josh Emmett fight. He did good. I was like, you know what? I'm a fan. He fought Volk, and I love Volk. I got Volk, even though, that's the boy. Saw him get knocked out. I'm like, fuck him.
Yeah.
I switched up.
Yeah.
Then I saw Max. Fuck him even more now. Now Charles, if I ever see him, man, and I have my gun, I'm not saying I'll do anything, cause I won't. But he better not step a foot in Georgia.
Oh shit.
He banned from Georgia.
In the United States.
In the United States, to be clear, man.
But
he's officially banned from Georgia, the state.
Yeah, man. So Armand's probably next for him.
Yeah.
I don't know if Armand's got that.
He don't got the power. Maybe the wrestling, but even then, I don't know.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be too worried about trying to grab him, and Ilya's just gonna piece him up.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's gonna be the one motherfucker that you wouldn't expect for him to.
I've seen Armand rocked.
Yeah.
A couple times. He's been rocked before, so I mean, questionable chin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Like you said, though, we were talking about it yesterday. We're like, this is just a hypothetical. Not a hypothetical, but just funny to think about. If McGregor was to come back,
yeah,
and McGregor gets that immediate title shot, and he fucking somehow wins,
yeah,
and just the shit talk that would come in the after fight interview has to be hilarious. Would never happen, and if it does, that's gotta be one of the craziest shits that ever happened in
sports.
Yeah, in sports history since the beginning of sports.
Yeah,
but I would love to see that after the fight commentating. And I'm not even the biggest McGregor fan, especially not now.
Yeah.
But that would low key make me happy just to see fucking McGregor being like, told you he was a German rat.
I told you he was a German rat. You little fool.
Fool of a thing.
I slapped him around the cage. The double champ does what the fuck he wants, and then he does a line of coke and fucking ODs middle of the octagon.
He'll probably sound like the king is back. Fucking oh my god, that'd be hilarious. But yeah, we were talking about if it's like Nate and McGregor scenario where it's like the most unexpected guy comes and fucking dethrones this fucking guy that's on a fucking crazy run.
Who's lost recently? Like
Gaethje, man.
Like someone you wouldn't expect.
Gaethje,
yeah.
That'd be.
He hits hard too.
He hits hard, man.
And the thing with Gaethje is either you knock him out or
he knocks you out.
Yeah, it's like.
And we all know the highlight reel of Gaethje getting knocked the fuck out.
So we used to it, we're a little desensitized.
Yeah. All right, buddy. What were you saying? We're a little what?
Desensitized. That's
Good
what
job.
I said.
No, but what I'm saying is that knockout, like I've said, it was an accumulation of both of them just going to war.
Yeah.
It was just like a perfect timing. He's got a chin. He's been rocked, but that was the first time he's ever been knocked out.
Yeah, cold.
So who knows if after his chin being cracked, is going to be the same. But hey, who knows, man? I mean, Gaethje likes fighting when he's fucking rocked. So who knows? But yeah, I think if someone could do it,
a hurt snake is still a snake.
Would be Gaethje, man.
Yeah.
He gets his fucking Rolling Thunder knockout.
Oh man,
bro!
I don't think that happened, but it'd be funny.
That would be fucking insane.
He hurts Ilya. He does it for the fuck of it. He's trying to get a fucking Nate Diaz clip pointing at him, bro. If that shit were to happen, I'd be so pissed at Gaethje, and then he got knocked out. Oh my god, I'd be so mad. And then Gaethje's Mexican too, so shit, he'd free us. We'll head to Spain on a boat. Fucking get them sick, and we'll take all their land and women.
Shit.
Allegedly.
But fucking.
That's a joke.
Oh man, yeah. I don't see. I mean, I don't see nobody really fucking with Ilya right now. As much as I hate to say it,
I have his career planned out.
What's the plan?
He fights. Someone loses to someone, right? He gets submitted. Then he fights Canelo, gets knocked out by Canelo.
What the fuck?
Because he got carried. He comes back, beats up on Benio or someone. and then he starts his I don't know, his wine company or some shit, and then he just does a bunch of coke and shit. I don't know.
Shit.
I'm not taking this from Conor McGregor or nothing, but
yeah, man. But yeah, I don't think no one's fucking with fucking Ilya right now. I mean, maybe I was a little delusional, but I think Charles was the hardest competition up there, and now I don't think Armand can.
I don't know if even
we saw Armand struggle with Charles.
Even with what's his face, Islam, man. I'm like, shit. I don't know.
I think Islam got him.
You think so?
Oh yeah, easy.
I think he shoots straight away. He's not going.
Yeah, I think that's the one thing about Islam, like, especially if fucking Khabib's in that corner, which he's gonna be in that corner.
Yeah,
because he's not gonna miss that shit.
Yeah,
we've seen the differences of fights when Khabib is in that corner and when he's not present.
Yeah,
and every now and then, but even sometimes when he is, Islam gets a little excited.
Yeah,
and starts doing stupid shit like with Poirier. And Islam grabs him. Khabib grabs him. He's like, "Look, you stupid piece of shit. That's not the fucking game plan, you stupid fucker. I'm gonna kick you off the fucking mountain if you keep doing that dumb shit." And then Islam goes and does the fucking game plan. So if one of those stupid exchanges, he doesn't get knocked out cold.
Yeah.
Let's say he does get a little wild, a little stupid exchange. Let's say he doesn't get knocked out cold, right? He comes back to that corner. Khabib says, "If you do that shit again, I'm gonna feed you to a fucking bear when we come back to Dagestan."
We're fucking dead corpse, man.
Yeah, and I think he's gonna. And I'm not saying that because we saw a little bit of the high level grappling from Ilya, but we'll see if that cardio holds up, man.
Yeah,
we'll see if that cardio holds up.
And then fucking Islam squeeze.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think Islam is stronger, man. He's a fucking animal. I think he's way stronger than Ilya. So it's like, and that's one thing about Islam that I like about his wrestling over Khabib. It's like the way he, like, yeah, he's strong enough to hold these people down, but he holds them down while putting in so much damage.
Yeah.
Like, he's constantly looking for damage. He's looking for damage until a random fucking submission opens.
Yeah.
Obviously, I know, like, he's so high level that a lot of us can't see that he's setting this shit up, but he sets up submissions by hurting people, by damaging people. I think Islam got him. That'd be crazy. If he. I don't think he'll come back down. Do you think he'll ever come back down?
I don't know. I think the weight could gonna be. It's gonna be like a max type of thing. Like, once you're up there, I think you should just stay up there. You know, Islam. You know, not the religion. Makachev. I think he should fight JDM. I think he should. I think it should be a good fight. I think he's a better fighter than Bilal, right? So I think he should win the fight with him and JDM, and then double champ, because he never technically lost his belt.
Yeah.
So I think he's just gonna stay up there because the weight cut's gonna be a lot better. The fights are gonna be maybe a little harder, but I think, yeah. Unless Ilya moves up.
I don't think Ilya will want to move up anytime soon.
So. I think not anytime soon, but I think he would move up.
Maybe.
Because I think he's...
But he's still small for also, fucking lightweight, though.
Think about it like this, too. No. Like, in a sense of, like... I know it's not comparing apples and oranges or whatever, but Duran was like 5'5", 5'7", around that height. He fought from 135 to 168. Yeah. So I feel like... And especially if you're that good, I think you can... I don't know. Obviously, you're going to get hurt. There's going to be, you know... You've seen it happen, you know, fighters move up, they start getting hurt because they're fighting bigger competition or whatever. So, yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Unless he just moves up and fights Dricus. That'd be such a goofy fight.
That'd be crazy. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm trying to think, but yeah. I mean, we'll see. Armand is next. Who knows? Armand might surprise everybody.
Yeah.
Maybe he locked the fuck in after that fight with Charles. Broke. Yeah. And then, I don't know, maybe Patty might surprise people too.
Yeah.
I mean, Patty's set up to, I mean, He looked really good versus Chandler.
Yeah.
He got him out of there in an impressive way. A lot more impressive than Charles did right before that. So maybe that says something, you know. So I don't know. Maybe Patty might come in too.
Anyways, there's a fight card this week. There's no fights for boxing. There's nothing really. There's nothing going on. Maybe because it's the 4th July weekend. So there's a UFC card. Derek Lewis and Teixeira. You got Junior Tafa fighting. You never know what you get with them. So
yeah. Crazy height difference with Teixeira versus Derek Lewis. I think 5-inch difference.
Yeah.
And like 5-inch reach. We got Wonder Boy coming back.
The boy, he's been.
I think it's his first fight back
since
after
the Buckley.
Buckley, yeah. I'm not very familiar with Gabriel Bonfim.
And then Calvin Cater's fighting again. I think he fought recently.
I don't know. Steve Garcia. He looks a little.
Oh, he lost his fight.
Nate Landwehr is back. So there's that. Yeah, I mean, it's just.
There's nothing. Chris Curtis is fighting on the prelim.
Couple names
Yeah, there's nothing. There's nothing good this weekend, guys.
Couple faces and names I recognize, but nothing that I know too much about. So
I got the Black Beast by knockout.
Hey, man, I support it. You never know. Same thing with Derek Lewis.
Yeah. So yeah, that's true.
Yeah, man, I think that's it. Yeah, it was a bad weekend. Sorry if our energy was off. If our energy was off, man, we're still trying to deal.
That is still my boy.
Bro, you know you have a whole mic in front of you?
Oh.
Hey, you've been fiddling with shit the whole fucking podcast.
I thought, okay, just fucking end it then.
Jesus Christ. Bitch. I'm a bitch. You've been playing. You can't keep your fucking fingers still.
I have ADHD.
You fucking just stupid.
Think I'm stupid? That's the part I crossed the line on. Call me everything. You call me gay, little man, but stupid.
I don't call you a little man. I call you a little boy.
Oh, that's where I draw the line when you call me stupid.
I don't call you gay either. I call you homosexual. Oh. I don't even call you gay. I'd be like, "Where your boyfriend at?" That's just. Where your boyfriend?
Say that shit again, and I'm gonna knock your ass out, man.
All right,
watch your fucking mouth.
Hey, man, we just saw what happened.
I'm gonna leave you like that.
Knock me out. How you getting home?
Take your car.
It's just got a dead switch on it. You're not gonna be able to turn it on.
I got a fucking Uber. We're in the 21st century, man.
All right, buddy. Yeah, but you gotta pay for that Uber.
Okay, you acting like I don't got a card.
Oh shit, big money over here.
Uber, Lyft. There's Lyft too.
Yeah, I usually check both when I'm about to order one.
Yeah, that's what I do.
You gotta do that, man. You always save a couple bucks.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah. Sorry if the energy was off, man.
Oh,
what?
I guess.
What the fuck you want now?
I was going to talk about there was a fight. I went to the lake on Sunday. There was a motherfucker about to fight.
And then?
The white dude was about to whoop on the little Mexican dude's ass.
Oh,
I think he was on drugs or some shit.
Who, the Mexican?
Because he went up. He was talking to the lady or like.
Why you ain't help him?
Why the fuck am I going?
That's your people.
Nah, fuck him. He looked like a fucking crackhead. He started crawling on the sand to the water. I was like.
You thought he was John Jones?
Yeah.
He's like, if I crawl, I'm a win.
He started arguing with the lady. I thought that was like her girl, his girlfriend at first or some shit. And then he was like trying to swing on the lady. And then
oh shit.
Yeah, and then I guess her boyfriend came along, and then he hit the Floyd stand. He hit the Mayweather stance.
Oh
he hit
shit. The Philly shell.
Yeah. And I was like, this motherfucker about to get knocked the fuck out. He was like swinging at the dude, but the dude, he would just like, he'd have his hand out. Like the other dude was pretty tall too, the Mexican dude. And then the white guy too he was a little taller than him. But he just had his arms out like to not get hit or whatever. And then me and my friends, at this point, everyone on the beach looking over here. And we were probably like 15 feet away, a little bit more. And we were just like, damn, this motherfucker trying to fight for real. He's throwing And then there's some other Hispanics nearby. And they're like, hey, bro, is this your boy? And they're like, nah, we don't know him. And then, again, he's still trying to attack the dude. And then that's when the Hispanics walk by. They put his ass in a little chokehold. And everyone starts clapping and shit. And then they throw his ass, like, on the sand. And then he's just sitting there. And then he just starts hitting himself. I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh, shit.
He just starts hitting himself.
Geeking out.
Yeah, and then we're like, what the fuck? And the lady's recording him and shit. And then he just starts crawling on the sand, like, to the water, and we're just like, what the fuck?
That's hilarious.
And
man.
then they call the cops. They heard his ass gets up, runs away, and we're just like, what the fuck? He comes back, grabs his phone, and leaves. And then we're like, damn, bro.
What did he try to fight you? You got him?
Yeah, man. He looked like dude, I'm telling you, the way he got in his stance, I was like, this motherfucker better get knocked the fuck out.
That's funny.
They better have his ass on a poster, bro. Like, they were going to do his ass dirty. And then we're like, let's drive around this way. We know there's not an exit over there, but like, let's see what. Because we saw the cops come. They had his ass in handcuffs. He was talking to the cops and shit. And then we just left. Yeah, man. Don't do drugs.
You should have recorded it. Scream World Star.
My phone was all the way over there, man.
Damn. Yeah, man. But, again, that summarizes it, man. It was a bad weekend for us.
Yeah.
I got to pawn
the studio shit.
The studio. We're not going to have a studio. We're going to record off
our phones.
My Nintendo fucking DS. Yeah, bad weekend. We're still trying to recover from it. But, hey, it is what it is. Part of combat sports. We got good fights coming up this July in boxing. So, hopefully...
and one decent UFC card, I guess.
Yeah. So, hey, maybe that will bring some pep in the step.
Dustin, Max.
Yeah, that's going to be kind of a heartbreaking fight, too.
I love both of them. So
yeah. And also, it's like...
I don't want to see Max lose again. But I also don't want to see Dustin lose his retirement fight. So, it's like a...
Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, I mean, whoever wins, good. Whoever loses, also bad. You know, it's like it's gonna hurt regardless. So it'll be a fun one, though. I think it'll be a fun fight. You know, Poirier was Max's first fight in the UFC.
I think so.
And now it's reversed, and it's Poirier's last. So that's a sweet
Poetic justice.
What the fuck?
Poetic justice.
Are you having a stroke, man? Jesus Christ. I'm not giving you no more raisins. You get fucking...
My mom doesn't love me.
Yeah. You get hyped off of the fucking... I gave this dude little raisins. He gets a little fucking crazy, man. But anyways, thanks for listening. Episode...
I think 6.
6. 4th of July special. Listen to other pod. Also on the same channel. That was our 4th of July special. We were just talking about America. Random shit.
Fuck yeah.
But enjoy 4th of July, same shit. As I said, enjoy fireworks, glizzies, hamburgers, drinking, boats, shoot some guns, never shoot them up, straight up, shoot them into the ground. I have a friend who shot like down to like the ground, and there's a fucking rock, like a little...
Oh, shit.
Just his fucking luck. Like, dirt, nothing but dirt in the one area, and it bounced back and went his foot. Like,
damn.
Shards of the bullet went into his
hell.
foot. What a dumbass. But anyways, y'all be safe. Enjoy 4th of July. Like, comment, subscribe.
Post notification.
And share.
Yeah.
But see ya.
Peace.